Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Chums Creations. In my Chums Travel Diaries, I am going to show you unknown Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple in Andhra Pradesh. Generally, we only know that Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple is at Kerala, but many don't know that there is one more Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple in Undavalli Caves at Guntur. The distance from Vijayawada railway station to Undavalli Caves is 7.2 kilometers and we will be reaching there approximately in 15 to 20 minutes. We have to pass through Prakasam Barrage, also known as Krishna Barrage, towards Guntur Road. We have to go straight via Guntur Road and cross Karakatta Junction. We have to take a right turn and cross Undavalli Bridge. After we cross the bridge, we have to take a right turn in the junction and go straight till we reach Undavalli Caves. Undavalli Caves is a monolithic example of Indian rock cut architecture and one of the finest testimonials to ancient Vishwakarma Sthapatis located in Undavalli of Guntur district in Andhra Pradesh. The caves are located 6 kilometers southwest from Vijayawada and 22 kilometers northeast of Guntur city. It is one of the centrally protected monument of national importance. Now we have reached Undavalli Caves. Here we can see many boards about timings and instructions. We can see at the entrance that there is no entry without mask. Opening hours are 9 am to 5:30 pm. The ticket cost on the board is written as Indian visitor 25 rupees, foreigners 300 rupees. But online they charge 20 rupees for Indians and 250 rupees for foreigners. Right now due to COVID they have made tickets online only and we can scan QR code which is displayed at entrance. But for the benefit of my viewers, one suggestion I would like to give is please book your tickets before starting as the area covered with caves and the signals are very weak and I had to wait for more than half an hour to book the tickets due to network issues. I am showing the link in this video and also you can check out in the description for the link. The rock cut caves are having 4 floors with the second floor exclusively dedicated to Lord Padmanabha Swami who is in a reclining position. These caves are 4-storied and are made from a single rock just like in Ajanta Ellora caves and a delight to see. Regarding architecture, it is an impressive 4-story rock cut temple with east facing facade of 29 meters long and 16 meters wide. There are variations in depth of each floor. The ground floor is an unfinished low pillared hall with 8 pillars and 7 door openings on facade. Now we are entering first floor. These caves are said to be from 7th century, but one can see Gupta style of rock cut architecture which goes back to 4th to 5th century. Most of emperors of Guptas were Vaishnavas, so we can see many sculptures of Narasimha, Lord Vishnu and Ramayan stories. We can see the inscriptions on the walls. They are associated with the Vishnu Kundina kings of 420 to 620 century. We can see Ganesha idol at the entrance of the first floor. The first story accommodates triple shrine at back, each with the pillared hall in front, originally dedicated to the Trinity Shiva, Vishnu and Brahma. Sculptures on the walls represent Vaishnava deities. Now we are entering second floor. The second story has a pillared rectangular shrine of Lord Vishnu on a serpent. Sculptures of Shiva and Vaishnava and a few like the Vaishnava Alvars are sculptured later on. These caves are dedicated to Ananta Padmanabha and Lord Narasimha Swami. Later, Jain and Buddhist monks used these as rest houses. Now we are going to have Ananta Padmanabha Swami Darshan. The reclining statue of Padmanabha Swami is a 5-meter long statue which is made out of the single granite block, which is one of the prominent attractions in Undavalli caves. Here we can see many idols and different sculptures of goddesses and sages on the wall surrounding Swami. Interestingly, we can see that right hand of Swami is folded and left hand is seen touching the roof. There is a speculation about the reclining statue of Lord Vishnu as Padmanabha Swami. Some records suggest that this granite statue is Buddha and not Vishnu. Earlier, there was a tunnel from Undavalli caves to Mangalgiri, and kings used to send their army through this tunnel without the knowledge of their enemies. As per the historical evidence, Madhava Reddy, who ruled this region as a subordinate under the Reddys of Kondavidu, gifted the caves to Ananta Swami. I have taken blessings from Swami and many prominent and celebrities to come here for Swami's darshan. We can also see many bats hanging here. After we come out from Padmanabha Swami darshan, we can see marks of utensils used by monks on the floor. We can also see sculptures of sages on domes and some statues of rishis and lions. We can also see marks of Buddhist monks playing games on the floors. Now we are entering third floor. The top floor was unfinished with a triple shrine. Some of the sculptural specimens are attributed to Chalukyan period. One distant view of Undavalli caves reminds us of a honeycomb. The rows of small cells positioned in different stories makes us curious to explore. There are many aspects which need attention here. The overall structure resembles that of a Jain architecture, and it is said that these caves once served as Jain viharas and accommodated Jain sadhus. The credit of building these Hindu cave temples goes to Vishnu Kundina kings. Therefore, it is evident that Undavalli caves doesn't belong to one particular religion. It has been occupied and developed by people of different faiths. So, it has served as a spiritual center for three religions at different time intervals: Hinduism, Jainism, and Buddhism. As a visitor, you get to see the remnants of all the three cultures under one roof. In fact, we can see the sculptures of Tirthankaras and Vihara structure in the first level of Undavalli caves. Second, the caves structured like Buddhist monasteries with Buddhist carvings. A historical record also mentions that once a site of Buddhist monks' monastic complex. Third, the famous caves of Padmanabha Swami and Narasimha Swami. Undavalli Caves is one of the best weekend getaways from Vijayawada, exploring one of the oldest rock-cut cave architectures of South India, and it is truly amazing. In Undavalli Caves, you get the finest view of the agricultural environment when you reach at the top. The lawn around the caves is well laid and maintained. Some of the sculptures in the caves are damaged and has been redone by ASI who maintain these caves. The third floor balcony is completely redone. As per my viewers' request, I am posting this video in Telugu also, and you can check the link in my description. I hope you all like the information given about unknown Padmanabha Swami in Undavalli Caves at Guntur. For more interesting videos, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel Chums Creations. Thank you.